Hello, hello, hello. Yes, you're welcome to another edition of News Roundup, Schengen Story Media News Roundup, where we give updates on news, occurrences, and situations around the world. You're welcome. As usual, joining me from other parts of Europe, my colleagues and coordinators for Schengen Story Media. With me is Chuma. Chuma, good morning. Chuma from France. How are you, sir? You're welcome.
I'm all right with you. Good morning, Massive Mac.
Yes, my brother.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure
for
seeing you again, getting on board with
yes.
you once more.
Thank
Uh,
you.
we we
It's
are we are here in France experiencing the little cold that is coming. We call it little because it's just the tip of the ice is going to increase. So I don't know whether you people are also experiencing the little bit of it there.
well, as part of the news update, I was going to say that it's not little here, my brother. It's freezing, freezing. It's cold all over Europe. In fact, Britain is announcing um, high level of snow
No.
all around. Scotland is experiencing snow right now.
Yeah.
Germany, Netherlands, Austria, everywhere
Austria.
is snowing, real strong snow and freezing. Italy
Yeah.
is freezing. Some part of Italy, the north, the border town with France and Italy is very cold and it's snowing now too. So
Yeah.
you're welcome. Chuma, from my corner, we are having news. One of the updates we have here is on Myanmar's pro-democracy leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, jailed for 4 years for what the government said is incitement against the military rulership, and also saying that she broke some COVID laws. Aung San Suu Kyi, like we know, is that Nobel Peace laureate, and she was actually she was the leader of a democratic government that was disposed about 10 months ago, and in Myanmar, and it was disposed by the military ruler. So this morning we are hearing that she will be jailed for 4 years. Also, in other parts of Europe, in Italy, for example, Italy has begun a lockdown of the unvaccinated. They say it is those that have taken the double jab that will be expected to fully participate in public life, and that means everybody needs to get the double jab. So Italy is restricting movement for those that have not been vaccinated, and there is strong fear of the Omicron. We know Omicron is the new variant, the new COVID variant that has come from South Africa, and Omicron is in Europe. Omicron is in UK. Omicron is in Germany. Omicron is in Netherlands, in Austria, and many of the European countries are locking down. Also, in Africa, this morning we had the news of the Gambian incumbent, the Gambian former leader that has been declared winner again in the just concluded election. And we also had of the passing away of an American one-time presidential candidate called Bob Dole. Bob Dole passed away yesterday. Um, we are following up all the situation in Indonesia. There is a strong volcano that is eating up, burying a whole city, a whole village. The volcano erupted and it swallowed up a whole village right there in Indonesia. And we are following what is happening also in France. But I think you will give us more on the French election coming up next year. So that is it from here. Um, and I know you are following the Nigerian updates. So go ahead, Chuma. What's happening from your corner? What are you observing?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Once more, we have to talk about what is going on at home. On the political scene, a lot of news are there. The PDPs are working to get themselves back, but first of all, we start with their problem. The Uche Second led PDP section that are going to hold a validatory section on the December 8th. But the news reaching our table is saying that there is a court injunction that's barring him from parading himself as the national chairman of PDP. So the National Working Committee validatory session, he might not be present because of this court injunction. So the deputy chairman, who is Yomi Akinwumi, has declared himself the acting national chairman. He cited the section 45, line 2 of the PDP constitution that gave him the power to act as the acting chairman of PDP in the absence of the chairman. So that is what he's standing on, and he's going to chair the National Working Committee validatory session, where they are going to hand over, because they have to finish up. Their tenure is ending on the 9th of December. So on the 8th, they have to finalize for their hand-up notes and everything to hand over to the new coming executives. So at the same time, we also, since all these are going on around that area, we also have that the Senate, the former Senate President Saraki has been endorsed by the FCT branch of the PDP to be their own PDP, to be the presidential candidate. The PDP presidential candidate said that he is their own candidate, and they support him, since there's nobody from the middle belt that has held that top position. So they are saying Saraki should go for them. At the same time, Saraki led some hundreds of APC faction back to PDP. That is, APC is losing a lot of members. So they are moving back to PDP, and these are the people that go by the name Lagos for Lagos movement. So these are the people that are saying enough of, they said they are not happy with the way Tinubu is running the party as if it's his own personal business. He disposes governors and appoints governors, no longer electing. He appoints who he wants to be the governor. The finance of the state is being run by him from his room, and he tells them what to do and what not to do. That this is a democratic period that people should be able to elect who they want, and let the people they elected be accountable to them, and then so that they can be able to do the work they have been sent out to do. The same thing also coming up in APC is like there's a little fraction going on in APC. Aug San Suu Kyi, who we know very well, OUK, he's saying that he is leaving he's leaving APC. And but the Abia State chairman of APC is saying that this is a blog, that he cannot leave APC, that this is authoritative, that he will still be in APC, that he's part of them. That all he's doing is just to gain attention from the from the national body of the APC, because of some concessions he's looking for. We don't know this. They are all politicians. They know the best, and they know how to tell themselves the truth, and we are not to. Again, on the sad note in politics, we lost a strong figure, a hero of the Nigerian politics, the ex-Senate president in the 79 era, President Joseph Wayas. He died some days ago in London, where he went for hospital checkup. He is 80 years old when he passed on. The Cross Riverians are really, really crying. They are shedding tears. This is a man that left politics and said he doesn't want to be in politics again, and started playing a role of a father, mediating, not supporting any party, but supporting the interests of the state. So we pass out our condolences to the family of the Wayas. We pass out their condolences to the states, to South, Southeast, and Nigeria as a whole, and to all politicians. Bear with us. This is an icon that has left the nation. On the security section, on the security area, we are getting what is going on there. Please, before you go on, we have something on the security. The Northerners are the Northern Youths Forum are saying that enough is enough, that the president should sit up and handle the security in the nation, that they are tired of this incessant killing going on in the north attack on people. They cannot go to their farms. They cannot move around freely. The constant attack on by bandits who they know, but they are claiming that they are faceless. They don't want to name them as terrorists. Also, within that same area, they called the government to come to their aid. We also get a news that says that the explosion has rocked Kaduna State, 2 explosions, but
Yes.
the military said there's no cause for alarm. The military still lost 2 officers and 5 soldiers in an ambush by the Boko Haram and the IC West Africa, which is too bad on the military and on the nation. Our heart goes out to all the families of the deceased. May they take condolence that we are all working for the good of the nation, and we want the nation to be strong. That is why we are calling for good security. So that brings us to health. We all know, just like Mike, you have already told us about the Omicron that is disturbing, ravaging the world. We can see Senegal has detected their first case of Omicron. And from the tweets we are getting from so many people around the world, we are meant to understand that this Omicron did not start from South Africa. Some countries in Europe have already detected Omicron as far back as October.
That's where I'm coming to. I want us to talk about UK and Canada tightening their nose on Nigeria and on Africa, because the Omicron is not in Nigeria. Let's be honest, it's not in Nigeria. Nigeria said there are 2 cases. I mean, 2 cases is not even enough compared to what we have here in Europe. In the Netherlands, a plane carrying 61 people from South Africa landed, and they probably all had it, 61. And that is on that particular situation. There are other situations we don't even know of. So what do you think about UK putting traveling ban on Africa, Canada putting ban, Europeans putting ban on Africa, a travel ban, and the thing is also with them? Is that not funny? Doesn't that look like, what do you say, Chuma?
Actually, if we should look at it politically, we should understand that this is a game. Everybody yes, it's a game. Everybody is out to protect his or her own interests. And since the Africans don't want to protect their own interests, so it goes everywhere. The Omicron was not detected in Africa. It was detected here in Europe and other parts of the world that have already made mention of this. Today, we are no longer hearing that the COVID started from China. Nobody is saying it's coming from China. They are moving it. Nobody wants to hold anything to it. This is a period. They know that Christians, sorry to use this, but I have to. Christians always like to go, this is their period of celebration. And then the COVID has come, Now they are blocking a lot of Africans that want to go to see their own families from going home with these restrictions. Tell me, you're saying Canada saw 2 people that are from Nigeria that contacted this. Who are they? We don't know. The same 2 people were discovered here in France. The same 2 people are still discovered in, in Lagos. Now tell me, let us put it together. It's not giving us 6 people. So if we check again, we'll still hear where it is coming from. So what is really going on? Is the COVID, is the Omicron a virus or not? Now,
well, Dr. Fucci, the American health expert, has said that Omicron is not as dangerous as people claim it to be. He said it's even that it's less dangerous than Delta variant. The Delta was more of a higher risk, and it caused more havoc. So Europeans are making a fuse over this Omicron and using this as an opportunity to ostracize Africans, put restriction on people's lives for Christmas, make life miserable for a lot of people, because when you lock people down and tell them, don't move, don't do this, don't use this, I mean, life has become a prison. We're in is it like a prison, a worldwide prison? Everybody's just in the prison, you know? And the leaders are the ones that are the prison warders, controlling who moves, who doesn't. So
Yeah,
this is it.
and you know what? Here now in France, you have to, we know about the COVID pass, which we need to get once you get your
Yes,
2 jabs. Now
yes.
it's going to the 3rd jab. It's kind of
Third
they are
job,
saying people must get the 3rd jab. By
third job.
January, it's going to be somehow strict. So they are saying you should get one. But my words to the world is this: COVID is there, it has come to stay. Just like the same way we see the flu, the cold, and whatever. It's kind of
Yes.
it's kind of a sickness that comes during the cold season. So
Okay.
there is no need claiming it's not going to happen, it's going to happen. Let us go out and get the jabs. But
Get the
restricting
job.
Africans from coming into your place and not going out, it is not good. People should have
Okay.
freedom of movement. You
Freedom
understand?
of movement.
So, like I read, Moalu was saying that, that he's
Very good.
surprised that Africans are not, reciprocating the ban on Western world. Since they have banned us from coming into their places, we should as well ban them from coming into our places, so that there should be
50-50.
a kind of a negotiating table, so we can come up and start talking about the whole thing. So
Well,
it's not really going to.
it's not about ban. I won't look into it like that. I would rather look at it like um, we Africa should also create a situation where they can level up with the jabs and the vaccination. Africa is below the vaccine usage, and that's a problem. It's a problem. So if the health facilities could be improved, and pharmaceutical outfits could begin to produce these jobs also, then Africa might not have this problem, because the reality of the matter is, at the end of it, everybody has to be vaccinated. That's a reality some of us can't swallow, but that's how it's going to be. So, but Africa has to level up, because the number is low, number of people that have been vaccinated, and Europeans feel they will be threatened by them Africans coming to mix with them, and they are not vaccinated. So this is just how I see it. Thank you very much, Chuma Ebomuche from France. Chuma, what do you have to say? I don't want us to keep too long. Just give that brief update. What do you have again? What are we missing out?
My country is preparing for election, actually. France is getting
Yes.
ready. We're getting a lot of new entrants into the
Yes.
into the battlefield, and we can see we are having 2-3 women coming up now. We keep names.
Yes.
The Republicans have a woman. The Marine Le Pen has
Marine Le Pen.
about to go. And we can also see the Zimos that are coming out here and there. And we are hearing another party that is coming. We don't really know. We don't want to say anything yet. We are waiting to see the party come up, and let's see if there's a candidate that is going to come out of that party. So, and Macron is still leading from every
popular demand, popular
demand.
choice.
He's above the 25%, and we like what he's doing, so we want him to go on. But politics is a game that everybody must come in to contest. So we do our best to say, go on, Mr. President, but the whole people will also have to contest. So it's everywhere, like Germany has done there, so it is here also. We look forward to see what will happen by next year. It's heating up a little bit gradually, conventions here and there. So very soon we will get the flags flying everywhere, so that we know who and who that are sitting up there. Don't forget that Mélenchon is still by the corner. He's still there. pushing his own grounds to come in.
Yes, yes, he's pushing to.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you very much for that French presidential update, Chuma. Please keep your eyes on and follow up for us. We need to be updated. France is the world's #3 superpower economically in every wise. So whatever happens in France affects the world. And we need to know what is going on. Developing stories, updates, please give us from your corner, Chuma. On this note, I want to say thank you, Chuma. Thank you, viewers, listeners around the world. This is Shanghai Story Media News Roundup for the 6th of December 2021. And we've analyzed some of the updates. So until we come your way next week, Monday, have a beautiful new week, and hope the cold and the COVID situation doesn't put you down. Cheer up, liven up, and keep your life rolling. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you next time.